In this video, we're going to talk about North Houston's real estate market. Actually, the prices have been pretty stable the last year, despite the concerns with the oil prices and the layoffs and things of that nature. So I'm going to talk to you about what's keeping this market going and what are some of the threats to this market. Hi, this is Marcus Bruno with Keller Williams Realty in the Woodlands, backed by springhomesearch.com. I want to thank you so much for taking a look at this video. Actually, this video is sponsored by whatsmyspringhomeworth.com, where you can instantly find out what the value of your home is. Now, the Houston Association of Realtors basically have said that this market is very similar to last year's market. The changes really aren't significant. There's only one change that I see, looks like a sore thumb to me, is the fact that there are 21% more listings on the market than last year. But then why is the price still the same? As you can see, the average price has just gone down about 1.6%, but the median price has gone up 2.4%. So, I mean, basically the market prices haven't changed very significantly, but let me tell you what's going on. The $150,000 to $250,000 price range is very robust, and it's driving the North Houston inventory. However, there are increasing housing inventory in the higher price ranges, which is causing this 21% increase in inventory. I read an article recently about the boosted population growth in Houston. That could be a significant cause to why this market is still pretty good, even though there's layoffs and energy crisis. In fact, the Census Bureau is stating that Houston has 159,000 new residents from last year. Also, the Houston market is top 5 in the nation for first-time home buyers. And basically, first-time home buyers represent about 56% of all buyers nationwide. So that's a significant thing, that there's a population growth in this city, and it's a great place for first-time home buyers. The reason being, there's many types of housing to choose from. Price ranges are pretty significant, so you can buy in the low ranges, you can buy in high ranges, and there's an increased inventory to choose from. So those are some of the factors that make Houston top 5 in the country. Now, I want to show you something very significant. When we measure the foot traffic that are going into homes, and we look at the price ranges between $180,000 and $460,000, we can see that over 50% of the showings are between the prices of $180,000 and $280,000. So most of the buyers are in the $180,000 to $280,000 price range. And so what's that telling me? If you're purchasing in that price range, it's going to be more of a seller's market. It's going to be harder for you to get concessions from the seller. It's going to be much more competition. Now, I'd like to show you the differences between a buyer's and seller's market. In a seller's market, we're looking at homes, of course, selling faster, and there's less than 6 months in inventory. And when we talk about months in inventory, we call that the absorption rate. And basically, we measure how long it will take for all the homes to get sold. And if it's less than 6 months, it's going to be a seller's market. If it's between 6 and 7 months, it's going to be a neutral, balanced market. Prices aren't going to be changing much. And if it's over 7 months, it's going to be a buyer's market. Okay, right now, in a lot of parts of Houston, we're in the balanced market, and that's why prices haven't changed much over the last year. But if you're in this $180,000 to $280,000 price range in North Houston, you're going to see it as a seller's market. Let's take a look at what's happening in the Woodlands. If you have a home with a pool and you're putting it on the market, you're pretty much set. Because as you can see with these statistics, that you're in a seller's market all the way to about $800,000, $900,000. Okay, so if you're selling a home in the Woodlands with a pool, you're pretty much guaranteed to sell your home in a reasonable amount of time. Now, Now, here's the thing. If you don't have a pool in the Woodlands, you're going to experience a balance or a buyer's market at around 300,000 or more. So if you're a buyer that's purchasing in the Woodlands, you have a very good chance of getting a home in the $200,000 and $300,000 price range, and maybe even get the seller to pay some concessions. Okay. Now, I'd like to show you something very interesting. Recently, I read in the Bizjournal that the Houston apartment rental market is declining in price. Houston actually has the largest rent declines nationally. So what's happening? Rents are going down, prices are remaining the same, and there are more homes on the market now. 21% more homes than last year. So in my opinion, I believe that this market is probably going to drag on or even go down in the next coming year, especially if the layoffs continue in the energy sector. So if you're a buyer, it's a good idea to take advantage of this market. You could probably get some seller concessions, but expect the price of your home to go down after you purchase your home. If you're a seller in this market, you might want to think about selling now or waiting this market out until the energy sector gets back to where it used to be. And how long that's going to be remains to be seen. Let's also look at the rates. So the rates right now, according to bankrate.com, are still in the threes, 3.62%. If you go to marketwatch.com, also in the threes, 3.62%. So the rates are still low. Most economists believe that the rates are going to be headed up. That's 70% of them believe that 2016 the rates should be going up. So we'll wait and see if that's true. The Mortgage Bankers Association thinks it'll get to about 4.4%. The National Association of Realtors thinks it's going to get to about 4.5%. So, what's that going to do to your payment? If the rates go, let's say, from 3.75 up to 4.75, you're going to see probably a $200 increase in your mortgage payment. And for some, that's going to be significant. So you want to watch the rates. Real estate prices are hyper-local. They vary from block to block. If you'd like to have a free consultation with me so we can discuss a strategy for you, whether you're selling a home or purchasing a home, please give us a call for a free, no obligation consultation. We'd be happy to help you and share our advice and insights on this home market. You can reach us at 281-969-3817. God bless you.
I liked that you had that discussion with us of what was important to us, what we were about, why we were buying a home now, because it didn't feel like it was just about, like you said, a house. It was the process and making sure that we were involved in that, and that I really liked that.
But all jokes aside, the minute we met with Marcus, it was like a teaching session, and in that session, it wasn't over our head. It was definitely in what we would call our layman terms. But it made us feel comfortable, and we didn't interview anyone else. The first time we met with Marcus, we said, this is it.